Good morning, students. Today we will discuss Social Science, Civics Chapter 9, Types of Market Around Us. In this chapter, we will discuss about meaning, importance and benefits of market, different types of markets, and difference between buyer and the seller. Let's begin the topic. Market. What is market? It is defined as the sum total of all the buyers and sellers in the area or a region under consideration, or we can say it is a place where two parties can gather to facilitate the exchange of goods and services or information in return of money. Now we will discuss about the different types of market. Students, there are various types of market around us. They are hawker stalls, shops, big shopping complexes and malls. Now we will discuss the first type of market, that is weekly market. What is weekly market? Mangal Bazaar, Buddh Bazaar, weekly markets held on every Tuesday and Wednesday respectively. That is Mangal Bazaar held on Tuesday and Buddh Bazaar on Wednesday. Market which are held on a particular day of the week, that is every week on a fixed day, is called weekly market. Traders set up a shop for the day and in the evening they close it. They set up the shop in another location on the next day. In India, there are thousands of such shops. These shops are not permanent. These markets include various things such as vegetable, fruits, clothes, grocery and utensils. And there are many more things required for the daily use from such markets. And we get them at affordable price. The prices here are affordable because these are weekly markets, so are not permanent, hence require less capital investment, equipments, taxes and wages to the workers. In weekly market, there is no hired workers. Members of the family only work together to save money. Students, buyer prefer these types of market for easy availability of goods at one place and at affordable prices. Now we will discuss a market in a neighborhood. Market in a neighborhood includes departmental stores or supermarket, or some are roadside vendors for fruit selling and vegetables. These types of local shops are permanent and remain open throughout the week. Neighborhood shops are very useful and includes many daily use items such as groceries, cosmetic items, stationery and all other goods for daily use. These types of markets includes the goods on credit and pay later for their purchase, as the shopkeeper knows the customer well. The neighborhood shops sell the goods on MRP, that is maximum retail price. Now we will discuss what is shopping mall and complexes. Shopping malls are generally large enclosed spaces that houses many stores which usually sells merchandise to the people. Shopping malls can be large or medium. It depends on the number of stores that have been constructed inside the malls. On the other hand, if we discuss about the shopping complexes, then there are many shops in the premises of building. The shops are arranged in a row. These complexes do not have a centralized internal access for the public, but in malls they have. Complexes sell both branded and non-branded products. Malls have showrooms of large companies which do the branding of the product. Hence, the branded goods are expensive. Bargaining in these types of shops is not possible. They have fixed price. Now we will see our next heading, that is chain of market. Students, we all are aware about the fact that the goods are either produced by farmers or they are produced in factories. In process of being produced and sold, there are various traders. These traders are arranged in a chain of market where buying and selling of goods occur. Before these products reach to the final consumer, these products are in the other hands. These traders are known as wholesaler or retailer. Now we will discuss about the wholesaler and the retail market in detail. First we will see the wholesale market. What is wholesale market? A producer cannot deliver the product to the consumer due to the need of quantity of product is different. While producer is interested in large quantity selling of goods. Thus, there comes a wholesale market. The market for the sale of goods to the retailer, that is a wholesaler, receives large quantity of goods from a manufacturer and distribute them to the stores where they can be sold in the small quantities to the consumer. And if we talk about the retail market, the market for the sale of goods and services to consumer rather than producer or intermediaries is a retail market. A retailer deals in a variety of goods, services such as packers and movers, courier service, internet cafe, beauty parlors and boutiques are also a part of retail market. Other markets. In today's busy world, there are other sources onto which consumers are attracted, that is online shopping. As in present day, consumer has no time to go for marketing due to their busy lifestyles, so they prefer online shoppings. Students, nowadays we can buy each and everything online. It would be vegetable, fruits, grocery, medicine, shoes or clothes by placing order through our phones or computer. The best thing for online shopping is that the goods are delivered at our doorsteps. Here, buying and selling need not to be done in a fixed space like markets, but can be done through various other ways. Now we will see our last heading, that is this part is the markets. Students, markets seem an open opportunity for all the sellers to earn within an open space. These expenditures are different from all other markets, that is weekly markets or traders. The investment in setting up such type of market is less. Similarly, they also earn unequal profit. Students, a trader in a shopping complex or mall earns more than a trader who sells in a weekly market. However, both traders cater to the different needs and affordability of the consumers. Whereas some consumers prefer high-priced goods with quality claims, others prefer affordable goods. Thank you.